This new IRA threat came in a lengthy statement issued through the Republican Press Centre in Belfast and is the latest development in a campaign against contractors which began to be intensified after a series of mortar and bomb attacks on RUC stations like this one at Ballygawley last December. So far, 5 people have been shot dead. The latest victim, Mr. John Kyle, who was buried last week and was killed because he had supplied concrete to the RUC. After his murder, a number of companies announced that they were pulling out of contracts with the security forces. Now, the IRA have considerably widened their list of so-called legitimate targets to include anyone who is involved in any capacity in work for the RUC, UDR or British Army. They mentioned 2 people by name, one of them the director of a company involved in building this new RUC station in Larne, County Antrim. But also included are companies such as British Telecom and Standard Telephones, who the IRA accuse of providing computers and telephone tapping equipment. They also mentioned shipping and bus companies and even vending machine suppliers. The IRA say this will be their final warning, and they say trade unions who have members involved in any company involved with the security forces should advise them to seek other jobs. But Terry Carlin of the ICTU has responded angrily.
Well, I'm appalled and disgusted at this further threat to workers going about their ordinary work. I said last week that the threat being issued was not simply confined to the construction industry, but went much wider. But I mean, if we analyse the statement today, how far does it go? Does it include those who pass on 999 messages of bomb warnings on behalf of the provost to the police? Are they collaborating? What about journalists who carry statements from the RUC? Are they collaborating? I mean, there is no end to this sort of threat in a society like ours, where everything is so interdependent on one another. And I totally and utterly deplore the threat.
What is likely to be the effect on jobs?
It's very hard to know. It depends to a great extent on the way workers react, the way companies react, what sort of protection can be offered where protection is felt necessary. So we're not in a position to make an immediate assessment like that, unlike the construction industry, which was a fairly specific sort of threat, and in our view threatens about 1,000 jobs almost immediately.